buyer beware. And a couple of things that I found interesting from Frank's story is kind of how some teams view Chychrun. I think maybe some people don't watch him a lot, think, hey, legit top pairing guy, going to turn around our blue line. But Frank writes, teams believe Chychrun is an average middle pair guy as a defender. He has a tendency to be overly aggressive, especially without the puck. That leads to odd man rushes when he pinches at the blue line. That leads to him losing his man, losing his coverage in his own end. Maybe he's not quite the fit that teams think. How do you view Chychrun, Mr. Ellis? And do you think he's a guy who contenders should be lining up to add to their blue line?
I definitely agree that there's a liability there. And I was telling you before the show here, I went to watch him twice when he was a U16 player, and both times he was injured. And that seemed to kind of just spark a guy who's has not played a full NHL season in his career yet. I guess we can kind of consider that shortened COVID season, the 2021 season, but again, there's only 56 games. So this is a guy who's had an issue staying healthy. It feels like every couple of weeks we're looking at like, oh, he just left the game. Is he coming back? And then eventually comes back. And that's definitely concerning. But when you look at him, Luke Hughes is a kind of an interesting comparison when I kind of watching him at the World Juniors, where this is a guy that offensively, we know what he could do. He's very capable, but he does make a lot of mistakes in his own zone. He's not fully well-rounded. And for Chychrun, he could put up a lot of points, but at the same time, when you look at the team he's on in the context, he has to kind of be that guy. And I feel like he maybe gets stretched too thin sometimes. Maybe if he goes somewhere where he doesn't have to be that guy, maybe we see someone who kind of mellows out a bit better. But he's just I understand the need, the thought process of trading him, but I've been saying it from the start. Arizona, you need players to actually be playing that are NHL capable in the next couple of years. Do you really, really need to trade him? I think that I still would like to see him stay there and be a part of the future, as the future is starting to look a bit more promising for Arizona. But there's just a lot of red flags there, just on the way he plays in his own zone, and then just the injury history where I think it's a big risk no matter what.